Hi everyone, this is Peyton Hatch. Today's video is a customer request on just a complete export from Office into the data collector. And I'm going to do this via a CSV file, just knowing that there are other options to do this. So we have a project that we have taken from grid and then scaled it up to ground. I've got a little training coordinate system here that represents a ground coordinate system. I brought in an aerial image, just using the hexagon imaging program. I didn't include all the points, so that's okay. And so the whole idea is to be able to take these points, export them out as a CSV file, bring them into a data collector, export out the coordinate system so we can then apply this coordinate system to the project, and to export out the aerial image so that it pops up in the background as well. So first thing I am going to do is I am going to export out all of the points. You can do that by holding down selection on your viewer and drawing a box around the points, or going to your inspector, grabbing the point, holding down Control, pressing A. This selects everything. I can then hold down Control again, and I don't care about my reference station. There are certain points I can unselect by just holding Control. And then I can go export the selection, select it as an ASCII file, pick your template. I'm not going to go into creating a new template. I'm just going to select a pre-existing template that I have done, point number, northern, easting elevation. Send it out to my desktop, and I'm going to call it training data. That'll be my CSV export. There it is. And thankfully, because I've exported something, Infinity does keep track of my exported data. So here it is. And I can right click, go open containing folder, and it does jump me right to where it is. So there is my CSV file. Close out of here. Now I need to send the coordinate system out because this was not done in state plane. This coordinate system was built here in the office. I want to send it out so my guys don't have to calibrate in the field. So send out training. I go up here to my coordinate system manager. I will click on the coordinate system I wish to send out. Export the selection. Now I'm just going to send it out to the desktop. You do not name coordinate systems, guys. The coordinate system will get named in the software. But on the export, it's just going to say TRF set. So I'll hit save. That should send out the coordinate system and any geoids associated with it. So I can close it. I can go out here to my desktop. And yes, I have the TRF set and I have the 12A geoid. They're right here. So now let's send out my background image, my aerial photo. I want this in the background of my data collector. So under my georeferenced images, I used HXIP to bring them in, and I clipped out the image. So here's my image. I select it, export, selection, as a georeferenced image right here. Here are all my different types. I'm going to select a JPEG. This is what the CS20s take, or the Captivate data collectors take. I am also going to create a subfolder, because a JPEG is a JPEG with a world file. And I'll just call this training 2, and I will hit export. That image just went out. There's my JPEG. It's now under exported data. So here on my desktop, I have a folder called training data. Open it up. Oh, where is it? Where'd my image go? Oh, I had accidentally sent it to the wrong folder directory, but I just restrayed it, and there it is, training 2. There is my world file, and there is my image. So how do I now bring these into the controller? So I'll minimize out my CS20. Now I've got a simulator that I am going to use. So right here, I have the training data. This here is my CSV file. I have my coordinate system. I have my geoid. And I have the background image, all this data right here. So I'm going to bring up a file directory. So if you have an SD card, you'll be familiar with this. This is the file structure. So in your DBX folder, you put the coordinate system. In the data folder, you put the CSV. CAD model, just the text file. In the GPS geoid folder, you put your geoids. And under Data, Map Images, you put your images. So I named them as something different. There they are. You have your world file and you have your image. So we now have everything on an SD card or a USB stick to be brought into a Captivate controller. So we'll bring up the simulator, simulate the CS20. And the first thing you need to do is to create a new job. So new job, training 2. Store, there it is, training 2. You need to import your data. It's on the SD card. There it is, training 1, okay. You can go function settings, verify it's northing easting height code. It is. We'll press OK. 51 points imported. You wish to import more data? No. Click on your job. You have your data. Some points. Oh, I got an aerial already in there. Great. You then need to bring in the coordinate system. So you need to transfer the coordinate system from the SD card to the internal memory. So settings, tools, transfer user objects. Object to transfer is going to be a coordinate system from SD to internal, and it is the training coordinate system. I've already transferred this, so I'm not going to do it again, but that's how you do that. And if you had a geoid associated with that, a separate geoid, you need to make sure that you have sent that geoid over as well. Now, if that geoid already exists on the data collector, so like Texas 12A, you wouldn't need to transfer it a second time because these exist just always on there. But I could transfer over the geoid as well. Then how do you send out the map image? So you go to Map Images, and it will automatically find it. As long as that image is sitting in the Data Map Images file structure on the SD card, it'll automatically find that image, and you can transfer it over. There it is. The image has been transferred. So now I can go to my 3D viewer. This image is already back there, but I'll show you how I put it there. Select your gear. Go right here to the selections. Tab over to Background Image, and select From File. Go to Images. I've got 2. I will turn this one off and only use the one we just imported. And press OK. OK. And there is our aerial that I brought in. See, I had clipped it off a little low. Same thing here. See, that point was clipped a little low. But now your field guys can get out in the field and see where they are in relationship to what's around them. So I hope that was helpful, and let me know if you have any questions.